Hi, this is Tiff Shuttlesworth, president of Northpoint Bible College. We're getting a little bit closer to Christmas, which is my favorite time of the year. I just returned from ministry in New York, and it's been a great second half of the year as God has just been moving in tremendous ways, not only through Lost Lamb and not only through Northpoint, but many of my friends in ministry are just talking about this renewed spiritual awakening that seems to be moving all across our nation. And I pray that it's so. I hope that you're praying for a great spiritual awakening in America. In this month of December, I want to continuously remind you of how important end-of-year giving is to the Bible College. There are so many things going on at the school. I want you to pray about a few things in particular. One real focus of mine, both in prayer and fasting, is that God would increase our international population in our student body. And we're working with both connections in Indonesia and the African nation of Kenya, where if the Lord will help us and they're able to get through some of the red tape of visas and paperwork and so on, we could see upwards of 50 to 100 foreign students enrolling for fall of 2026, should the Lord tarry. So will you come into agreement with me that the Lord will go before us and help us in all of those areas that are necessary for those students, young men and young women called to ministry, being able to make it to the shores of America and on our campus at Northpoint to begin their training for Pentecostal ministry. Again, as we approach the end of the year, I want to thank you in advance. So many of you last year, end-of-year giving was a tremendous encouragement in 2024. There are various things at the school we're praying about that must be addressed, but I'm thanking you in advance for remembering Northpoint in your end-of-year giving. Every businessman, every businesswoman listening to me right now, would you prayerfully consider a generous end-of-year gift to help us in the ongoing vision of training and equipping young men and young women for Pentecostal ministry in these last days? I also pray that this Christmas season is filled with joy and blessing and way too many calories and too much fun. We love you and appreciate you. Thank you for including Northpoint in your prayers and in your giving as we approach the last days of 2025. Hard to believe that a new year is just around the corner. May God's favor and blessing be upon you, your home, and all those you love. In Jesus' name.